Hello, so this is day 8 of me following a crazy dream, creating a Netflix show with no money and no contact. Hopefully I can inspire you to chase a crazy dream as well. In my last video, I mentioned that I hadn't fleshed out any of my characters yet. Now, this is something I've moved to the top of my priority list because I think that the characters are just as important, if not more so, than the storyline. The best stories are only as good as the characters that are in it. Aside from the Bible being the word of God, another reason why I love reading it is because of the people documented in it. Apart from Jesus, they're all an interestingly flawed bunch. Now, I think to be able to form well-rounded characters, I think I need to look at them a bit like cake or Shrek with layers, because all of us are multifaceted. At the bottom of the cake, there'd be true character. On the middle layer, we'd put the character flaws. On top of that, the external character. And the icing on the cake would be the character trimmings. For example, Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. If we look at him like a cake, at the top, he's a middle-aged man living in LA. He loves cars, women, beer, and karate. The second layer, he's tough. He doesn't take nonsense. He's a go-getter. The third layer, he can't forget his fight with Daniel LaRusso. He's stuck in the past. And then the fourth layer and the bottom, he's a bit ashamed of himself. He wants a good reputation. He wants to be a good father and sensei and to make his children and students proud. Now, I think the writers of Cobra Kai not only did a great job with Johnny Lawrence, but with all of the characters on the show. I think all of them are great examples of writing well-rounded humans. They're all like cake. A person's character trimmings can be anything from their age, colour, gender, intellect, career, or any personality trait. By making these things a character's whole personality, it makes them seem shallow and unrelatable. Because let's be honest, there's nothing heroic about being a certain skin colour or gender. External character is what we allow the world to see. This is how we like to see ourselves. This is what we do to pander to our self-image or to the masses. It's the portrayal of self that we're proud of. We might want to be seen as strong, beautiful, confident, charitable, poor, rich, or funny. Whatever it is, we can control it. We can put it on and wear it like a personal brand. The next layer down are our character flaws. This is what makes fictional characters more realistic to us. Woody, without his flaw of refusing to share Andy, just makes him a confusing pushover. The fact that he plans to push Buzz down the back of the deck just to hold on to Andy, yes, it makes him selfish, but it also makes him appear human. Likewise, Lady Mary's flaw is her brutal honesty, and it's actually to the point that people often wonder if she actually has a heart. While others mourn the sudden death of Patrick on the Titanic, Lady Mary is relieved because it means that she no longer has to marry him. Their engagement was probably a marriage of convenience rather than a love match, but still, Lady Mary didn't even try to hide her relief, making her very human. And lastly, on the last layer, we find the true character. This is seen when we are fully under pressure. So if you can still show love to a person while being beaten by them, this is your true character. If you're only trying to love when love is reciprocated back, you're probably trying to uphold a loving exterior, but your true character is not loving. According to Robert McKee, true character is shown by the action a person takes, not by what they say. Character is shown and not described. It's what we see when the mute button is pushed. You're not nice because you say you are. You're nice because you do nice things. So using my cake method to expand characters, I'm going to use this to flesh out my main character. So on the top layer, I want my main character to be an 18-year-old girl who lives in a magical, tropical fantasy world. She'll be the second eldest of 4 sisters. She loves socializing, traveling, shopping sprees. She loves wasting money on fast food from her local market. The second layer down, she doesn't take life too seriously. She loves cheering others up. She loves a good belly laugh, and family is very important to her. The third layer down, she hates being left alone. She can be very childish. She's impulsive. She dreams of falling in love all the time, and she she craves male company. And then the bottom layer, she wants her family back. She misses the simplicity of her childhood when she wants things to go back to the way they were. She's terrified of the future. She doesn't want to grow up because she's paralyzed by fear of making more mistakes. And there we have it. I'll use this method on all of my characters, and hopefully by the end of the process I'll be able to say that I have a cast full of deep characters, each with the potential of having their own storyline. They'll all have their own backstories and everything. They'll all have their own desires And so, yeah, hopefully I can flesh out the characters just as much as I can flesh out the story. I'll catch you in video 9.